What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Lane's Man Cave. And today I'm going to be giving out my Week 15 predictions. So let's go. So obviously there was not a video last week, but I did share my predictions in the community tab. I went 9-4 on my predictions. And in case you saw, I attended last week's Rams and Bills game, which I did not think we were going to win at all. I thought the Bills would beat us by 3 touchdowns, but they didn't. But moving on. Thursday Night Football, Rams-Niners. Like I just said, the Rams offense looked absolutely great last week. The defense didn't do much, but it never does. 49ers, Trent Williams is out tonight. I don't think Nick Bosa's playing. And I think the Rams are going to go on a streak here. Their schedule is very favorable, and I think the Rams can make a push for the playoffs. If you're wondering what this tab is, it's the NFL Game Simulator. So I'm going to do something a little different than I've been doing for these past few weeks. So first I'm going to make my prediction, and then the Game Simulator is going to make theirs. This isn't just for the NFL. They do have college football and basketball, and the NBA, and the WNBA, and the MLB. No, I'm not sponsored, but I will provide a link in the description. So I think the Rams are going to win tonight, but let's see what the Game Simulator thinks. Oh yeah, that's right. You can also go through it. Any team from any of the past 10 years. Now let's get started. And the simulator agrees with me. They think the Rams are going to go 31-24 in overtime, though. I hope we don't go into overtime, but I'll take the win. Now we're going to go on to the AFC side, the Dolphins and the Texans. The Texans were on bye last week, but they have struggled before the bye. They struggled to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars in the game where Trevor Lawrence got hurt, and they lost to the Titans. And Miami, same thing as the Rams. I do think they're going to go on a tear. They beat the Jets last week. Let me see what they did the week before. Oh yeah, they lost to Green Bay. But cold weather and the Dolphins don't really mix, but it's not a cold weather game. I am taking Miami in this game. Now let's see what the Game Simulator thinks. Oh, and it agrees. They think it's going to go 30-10. I don't think they're going to win by that much. But the simulator thinks Miami's going to win. Bengals Titans. Bengals played on Monday, a game I did not watch because I was flying home from LA. And the Titans, again, I thought they could win that last week, but no, they didn't. So the Titans they may want the first pick more than the Jaguars do. However, I am going to take the Cincinnati Bengals in this game, because they usually do heat up in December. Wait, no. Titans are the home team here. No, not the Bengals. And wow, they think it's going to be close. I don't think it'll be that close. I think it'll be more like 10 to 20 to 10, 21 to 10, somewhere in that range, or possibly more because of the Bengals offense. But so the game simulator agrees with all my game winners, but the scores, not so much. Jets Jaguars. Jets have basically thrown away their season. Although they did play a good game against Miami last week and choked against the Seahawks the week before. So I know I said if the Jets lost to the Seahawks, I would be giving up on them. But this week, I do think they're a better team than Jacksonville, even though the Jaguars clearly can't tank properly. So let's see. And they do have the Jets winning, but another close one. I don't think it's going to be that close. Mac Jones is not that good of a quarterback. I can certainly see 23 to 10, but not 23 to 20. No way. Chiefs Browns. The Chiefs won another one, but by a game-winning field goal against the Chargers last week. And the Browns, who'd the Browns play last week? Or did they play? Hang on a sec. Oh yeah, that's right, the Steelers. I'm expecting a similar result to last week's game against the Steelers. The Browns, just not a good team. And the Chiefs, even though they're obviously not the same team, the same Chiefs that they have been in previous years, but they keep finding ways to win. 23-13. That sounds about right. So Game Simulator has all the same winners I do so far. Moving on to this, Ravens Giants. Don't even bother overthinking it. The Ravens are my lock of the week, but let's see if the simulator thinks so. Yep, 45-3. I could very well see that happen. Chargers and Bucks. The Bucks, they played a close game against the Raiders last week, and they blew out the Giants. Chargers, on the other hand, they were a missed field goal away from beating the Chiefs. But I am taking the Chargers here. I think they're the much better team. Baker Mayfield he throws too many turnovers. Or too many interceptions, I should say. He's not consistent enough. Oh, and this is our first disagreement. They think the Bucks are going to win 45-20. Even if the Bucks do win, I do not see it being anything like this. Not at all. 45 points against the Chargers defense, especially for Baker, who throws a lot of interceptions. It's just not going to happen. The final one, oh nope, 2 more 1 p.m. games. Commanders Saints. Saints, they played a super close one against the Giants. Commanders, they're obviously not the same team that they have been first half of the season. But it's just part of the Cliff Kingsbury offense. But they're obviously a much better team than New Orleans. Yep. 21-0. that score could very well happen. Now, Cowboys and Panthers. This one's interesting because the Panthers were able to play a close one against Philadelphia last week, but the Cowboys kept it close too against Cincinnati. I would not be surprised at all if the Panthers win, but I'm still taking the Cowboys simply because Micah Parsons or Bryce Young has not had to go up against an edge rusher like Micah Parsons yet. $10-3, so I mean, that could happen. The Panthers are kind of an unpredictable team. And obviously the Cowboys aren't known for high scoring this year. So if you're a Panthers fan, or if you're not a Panthers fan or a Cowboys fan, please just watch a different game. Or if that's what's on your area, spend some time with your family. Alright, now for the 4 p.m. games. Colts Broncos. Gonna be taking the Broncos here. I'm still a believer in Anthony Richardson. But the Broncos have home field advantage. It's gonna be a cold one in Denver. I don't think although his arm is strong enough to get through that Denver weather. But overall, the Broncos are obviously the better team. Oh, and the simulator has the Colts winning. This is not a bad score. This could very well happen. Patriots Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals. They've been very inconsistent this year. Few weeks they look like a playoff team, and then the past few weeks they have not. Like last week against Seattle, they did not look like a playoff team. But obviously the Patriots are one of the worst teams in football. And 28-10. Yep, sounds about right. It's probably how it's going to turn out. Bills-Lions. Bills, they lost a very winnable game last week. They didn't have Keon and they didn't have Kincaid. Lions, they've been the hottest team all year. They haven't lost since week 2. It should be prime time. And this is actually my Super Bowl matchup so far. I think it's going to be the Bills and the Lions in the Super Bowl. But the difference between the Rams and the Lions is that the Lions right now have 13 defenders on the IR. So I think Buffalo's going to bounce back in this one. But it's going to be good. 2 of the best offenses in football. Should be very high scoring. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted. There, that's better. It's 17-27. I don't think it's going to be that low scoring, but oh well. I definitely think one or both of these teams are going to score 30. 37-27 is more realistic. And this one's going to be good too. Eagles and Steelers. Steelers beat the Browns last week. Eagles, were they on bye? I think they were. Oh, no, they weren't there. They played Carolina. They played a close one against Carolina, but they beat the Ravens pretty good the week before. But I think the Eagles are the better team than the Steelers. And the game simulator agrees. 24-20. And that's also a good score. I think that could happen. Packers Seahawks. The Packers have yet to play or yet to beat a team that's over 500. They lost to the Lions twice. They lost to the Eagles in Brazil. Forget who else they played. Oh yeah, the Vikings. And the Seahawks, despite beating Arizona last week, I do not think they're as good as their record, especially with that offensive line. So give me the Packers. And Game Simulator has the Seahawks winning. I just don't see this. I think the score can happen if the teams were reversed. But I just don't see it happening. And now we got 2 Monday night games this week. First off, the Bears and the Vikings. Caleb had a good game against San Francisco, but he was sacked 7 times. 7. That O-line's been hurting Caleb all year. Not just Caleb, but the entire Bears. There's no reason the quarterback should get sacked 7 times. And the Vikings, they played a good game against Atlanta, but they played a couple of close games the past few weeks before, including against the Bears, which went overtime. I don't think the Bears get revenge in this game. (27-10). I don't think it's gonna be a blowout because it was close last time. 27-17, 27-20. That could happen. And now the final game, the Falcons and the Raiders. Kirk Cousins has not been good this year. And the Falcons are not looking like they'll be running away with the division like I thought they'd be. They can still win it, but it's going to be a lot harder. Lucky for them for this week, they are playing the Raiders, who may be the worst team in football. And Game Simulator has the Raiders winning in overtime. Wow. Do they really think Kirk Cousins is going to shit the bed that much? I don't know, guys. But anyways, that does it for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and also let me know if you want me to keep doing this. If not, we'll go back to the old format. If so, we'll keep doing this for these last final months of the NFL season. Have a good one, guys.